Welcome to the Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone, and with me, as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear old man, Brian. How are you doing today, good sir?
I am doing great. We've got a great lineup for you today. And good news, tomorrow, the boss should be back with us. So hopefully Roma and family got home safe, and we'll welcome back here tomorrow.
Well, that is some very, very good news. And in our next chair, we have the lovely Elizabeth. How are you doing today, dear?
I'm doing great, T-Bone. How are you? And how is everybody today? Happy Wednesday.
I am doing fantastic, Cole. Happy hump day to you two, or to you, Elizabeth, and to you too, Brian. Now, everybody, let's rev our engines. Brian, hit us with the very first article of the day.
Coming at you from NBC News, Biden announces new policy shielding undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation. I believe Tim talked a little bit about this briefly last night. But yeah, so anyway, there's a little bit of vidya here, and you know how I'm a big fan of playing the vidya, so let me get it backed up the right spot.
Give me this vidya. Give me this vidya. Come on now.
Woo!
Did I miss something? Brian, I cannot hear this.
I can hear it. Maybe.
Hold on. Oh, please. I've got 20 windows open here. I got to figure out make sure the volume's maxed on that. I don't know.
I think it's because I have Brian unmuted on Discord, so I can hear it.
I don't know. I don't know how to make this work. I'm sorry. I'll stop it.
No, but I mean, basically, what he's saying is, you know, he's doing this whole spiel about how his father told him that families should be together, and there are people that have been here undocumented for the past 10 years, and we shouldn't split them apart, and they've been contributing to society, all that other kind of stuff, and everybody started cheering.
So anyway, White House announced the election year policy Tuesday, framed as a new action to keep families together. NBC reported last week. The action is protecting spouses likely to be announced soon after urging immigration advocates and Democrat lawmakers, President, of course, Latino voters and crucial background states. The new policy would allow non-citizens to have been in the country at least 10 years or are married to a U.S. citizen and their children apply for permanent residence without leaving the country. During the ceremony at the White House, Biden called the steps a common sense fix to a system that's cumbersome, risky, and separates families. But, you know, like I said, I'm sorry your family human trafficked you when you were a child over here. I'm sorry, but you can't stay. You got to go someplace else. Sorry. That's how I feel about it.
My uncle is actually hits home because my uncle adopted a child. He is now a lot older than I, and I look up to this guy. He adopted him when he was like 12 or something. His parents came over illegally, and they I guess brought him, and he was here legally, and they had to
Just put in the
leave.
system.
Yeah, they had to leave, and like my uncle was like, yeah, we want to help out. We want to help out some people, and I guess that was the person that they helped out, and like this guy is doing really really well for himself. Like, thankfully, my uncle and my aunt like really helped him out, and yeah, but his parents are not allowed to be in the States. He has to travel to like Canada or something. I don't really know a lot about the story because I haven't spoken to him in a bit. But yeah, he has to like travel like out of the country to be able to talk to his or like see his parents. And yeah,
I mean, it's messed up because the immigration system has been a freaking hot mess for so
it has.
long.
Yeah,
They haven't done things the right way, so you're gonna have kids that came here against their will. They're like maybe babies or toddlers or young kids, and they're here, and it's kind of messed up because they've been here for so long. Nobody in government has done a damn thing about it, and now that they've wasted so many years not doing anything, now they're coming and saying, well, you guys can stay. We screwed up, and now you guys can stay. And it's like, it leaves us here going like, well, all right, are we supposed to say that this is okay so that way more people will do the same thing going forward? Should we create some kind of precedent? Should we put our foot down? Like, what do we do? And they've kind of put us up against the wall with this. So it's, I feel for those kids. I really do. I mean, you gotta, but I do understand that we have to have working laws as well. So it's messed up situation.
correct. Brian, I do believe this story is almost to its peak. Biddy, it is your turn to take us away with the very next article.
Oh, you know what? This is you got the Putin one up?
Yes, I have.
This one, Brian,
Yes.
actually.
Thank you.
You know more about
Brian,
this one. Sorry.
My bad. Brian, you're up.
Okay.
Take us away with this Putin story.
Okay, I'm going to do a real quick experiment one more time. I'm going to try. I don't understand why you guys can't hear embedded video in the stream. Or let's play a snippet, see if you guys can hear anything. Can you hear all the airplane sounds?
Oh, good.
Can you hear T-Bone?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Rocket Man. Okay, so Putin went to Korea because they're all communists and they're having big old communist hangout over there, and they're showing the world they're bonded, they're strong, they're going to stand against the evil imperialist United States. I didn't read the story. I'm just guessing that's what they said. Anyway,
fair assessment. It's a fair assessment. What you said.
I will have to say, I thought Putin was a lot taller than that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought, like, legitimately, like I thought he would be like not towering over King Jong-un,
there we go.
but like I thought that he would be like, at least a head taller than him. Dude's like 2 inches taller than the guy. Like, bro, what? I mean, like, I get you were in the Soviet Union, KGB, mafia, police, something, military. I don't know. All I know is you know how to kill people with your bare hands, and you're apparently very good at it. But dude, you're just.
It's quite possible that Kim Jong-un is wearing DeSantis-style shoes.
This is true.
It sounds like something he would do. Small man.
Yeah, this is entirely possible. Yeah.
do you think that these guys are wearing bulletproof vests, or like they're just walking around like
Oh, okay.
John Wick style?
T-Bone, this didn't really happen. This is all AI generated deepfake.
Wait, what? Huh?
Never mind.
That's apparently the answer for everything these days. You know
Oh,
what,
really?
Brian, before we move on to the next one, if you're able to, or we can save it for later as a follow-up, the AP article, that's a follow-up to that whole sitch. I forgot to mention it earlier.
Really? It's a
Oh, okay.
follow-up? Okay.
All right. Well, we'll check that
I
out.
want to hear this follow-up. Biddy?
Do you have the story handy to drop in the chat, Biddy?
Sure. Yeah. Because it basically just goes more into what happened there and what their decision was at the end of it. I put it there for you in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, we're gonna see more and more stuff like this, right? You know, allegiances on one side, allegiances on the other, just furthering World War III.
Right. Coming at you from the AP, Russia and North Korea signed a partnership deal that appears to be the strongest since the end of the Cold War. Hanoi, Vietnam. Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un signed an agreement Wednesday that pledges mutual aid if either country faces aggression, a strategic pact that comes with both facing escalating standoffs in the West. Details of the deal are not immediately clear, but would mark the strongest connection between Moscow and Pyongyang since the end of the Cold War. Both leaders described it as a major upgrade of their relations, covering security, trade, investment, cultural, and humanitarian ties. The summit came as Putin visited North Korea for the first time in 24 years, and the U.S. and its allies expressed growing concerns over a possible arms arrangement in which Pyongyang provides Moscow with badly needed munitions for its war in Ukraine in exchange for economic assistance and technology transfer that could enhance the threat posed by Kim's nuclear weapons and missile program. I doubt it. From North Korea, Putin traveled to Vietnam, where he exited his plane to a red carpet and briefly shook hands with dignitaries while soldiers in white dress uniforms stood at attention. At Hanoi, Putin is scheduled to meet with Vietnam's most powerful politician, Communist Party General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong, and new President Lo To Lam, as Russian leader seeks to strengthen ties with a longtime partner. Yeah, no good can come of that. No good can come of that.
Yeah, definitely not good, sir. I mean, okay. All right. I understand. Okay, whatever. Continue. Biddy, please take us away. Brian, is it still your turn?
No. It's, yeah, there we go.
Biddy, please take us away with this New York story.
I got you, T-Bone. So coming to you from New York Post, man hurls lawn chairs off top of 20-story NYC building in bizarre caught on video tantrum. A Florida man, okay.
Florida man!
Where's from? Florida man hurled lawn chairs and other items off a 20-story Midtown Manhattan high-rise in a bizarre caught-on-camera tantrum with the debris narrowly missing passerbys on the street below. I'm actually surprised it didn't hit anyone because of the constant traffic. Jean Olivier, 33, whose last known address is in the city of West Park, is seen in a brief clip tossing the chairs from a landing one level down from the roof of 555 Fifth Avenue, an office building near East 46th Street that houses a Barnes & Noble's on the ground floor. Olivier had apparently visited the Consulate General of Haiti inside the building, complaining about housing, then flipped out and threw a chair, law enforcement sources said. He also threw several plank-like objects down onto the busy street below, which a passing motorcyclist narrowly avoided as he whizzed by, according to the footage. Another video shows Olivier waving his arms around as onlookers inside a building across the street from the ordeal. Vendor Modibo Sissoko said he witnessed the chair-flinging freakout that lasted about a half an hour. I saw a lot of looking, panicking, and police come, Sissoko told the Post Tuesday. I wasn't here when it started, but that's what I saw. Responding cops were able to find and cuff Olivier, police said. Olivier was charged with burglary, reckless endangerment, criminal mischief, and criminal trespass, cops said. He has no prior arrest, police said. The building was originally designed in 1955 by Emery Roth and Sons and redesigned in 1983 by Wavenow Architect, who also designed the Trump Tower. I don't know why that's important, but they put that in there. So, okay, so this guy here, he was there to meet with the consulate of Haiti, and he was arguing about housing. So it's all speculation. I really haven't read much into this gentleman. I'm not sure. Maybe he is an immigrant that came here. He's maybe upset about, his housing restraints. I don't know. But in any event, he threw a tantrum, and I know he was charged with a lot of things that make sense, but why not attempted murder or some kind of like stronger? Because if you're doing that, if I'm not mistaken, because I've lived in New York City for a long time with these high skyscrapers, if you throw something off of them, it's considered attempted murder, because if you hit somebody with the smallest of items, it can kill them if it hits them right on the head. So because of the velocity that happens as it goes down.
Right.
So if you're throwing a lawn chair, I mean, if that hits somebody, it would be over. So
Right.
That's just insane. But that's what's going on with people. They don't get what they want and they throw tantrums. Apparently, that's the new thing to do now.
Apparently.
I mean, this is New York City, right, Biddy? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk ill about your city, but
No, please
it
go
is
ahead.
New York City. Come on now. It's messed up. It's messed up that these people are just like openly throwing lawn chairs out windows. But I hope they get caught. That's all I got to say. That is all I have to say to that complete story. Now, Biddy, how about you move us along to this next article? Well, that was weird. Biddy, move us along to this next article.
All right, so Brian, should we go to the Netanyahu claims? Was that the one,
Yes.
the Axios? Okay. So
Yeah.
Are you gonna take that one, Brian?
Yeah. White House baffled by Netanyahu's claim Biden is withholding weapons. A White House spokesman responded bluntly on Tuesday to Israeli Prime. Let's see, do I have the story up now? Sorry, I got to do this. Okay, yeah, here we go. New York claimed that Biden administration is withholding weapons from Israel. We genuinely do not know what he is talking about. Why it matters. Netanyahu's remarks made on video in English was one of the harshest public criticisms of the Biden administration since the war in Gaza began on October 7th. They came despite the fact that the U.S. has only withheld weapons shipments since the war began, one weapon shipment since the war began, while providing billions worth of arms of ammunition. The shipment was put on hold in May to signal U.S. concerns over looming Israeli ground operation in Rafah, including 3,500 bombs for fighter jets, many of which were 2,000-pound bombs. Since then, Biden has faced growing pressure from fellow Democrats to cut off or condition military aid to Israel over Palestinian civilian casualties, but has declined to do so. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Tuesday that on one pause shipment, everything else is moving. What he's saying, Netanyahu said in the video that he had a kindly conversation about arms delivery with Secretary of State Tony Blinken during his last visit to Israel. He said it's inconceivable that in the past few months the administration has been withholding weapons and ammunition to Israel, Netanyahu said. He claimed Blinken assured him the administration was working to remove bottlenecks, adding, "I certainly hope that's the case. It should be the case." The Israeli Prime Minister then compared himself to a former British Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, and said that Israel's war against Hamas to the fight against Nazi Germany. Churchill told the United States, "Give us the tools, we'll do the job." And I say, give us the tools and we'll finish the job a lot faster. The other side. Blinken responded to Netanyahu's comments during a press conference with NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg in Washington, but declined to say whether Netanyahu had characterized the conversation accurately. He said the U.S.-Israel security relationship goes beyond the war in Gaza, and the U.S. will make sure Israel has what it needs to defend itself against Iran and Hezbollah. We continue to review one shipment that President Biden talked about regarding 2,000-pound bombs because our concern that they're used in densely populated areas like Rafah. That remains under review, but everything else is moving as normally would move to make sure that Israel has what it needs to defend itself against a multiplicity of threats.
So basically, Netanyahu is claiming that he's not getting all the promised resources from the United States, and Blinken is saying that's impossible. We've given you everything that
The only
you
thing
need.
the only thing we've held up was the shipments of the heavy gravity bombs. That's it, because we're concerned about the secondary or civilian casualties. Effects. Certain appendant effects or whatever the word is. We didn't want that, so we withheld that. So apparently Netanyahu's like, hey, we need those bombs, damn it. So I don't know.
I mean, was that discussed between Netanyahu and Blinken that particular weaponry was going to be withheld? And then Netanyahu's pretending now that's just that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what it seems like.
Out of left field. Nobody was like, this was spoken about. Like, were you not paying attention in the one meeting? Like, come on now, guy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Brian, is it time to move on to the next story?
Absolutely.
I do believe it is, good sir. Biddy, please take us away with this lovely Cassandra McDonald story.
Absolutely. Okay, so coming from Scanner News, this is a rough one, you guys, but vigilante New Yorkers beat and tie up Ecuadorian migrant accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in broad daylight. As police arrive, the woman yells, "He's under the car. He's under the car because we beat the S out of him." So, there's footage of the brutal capture, which we are not going to play, but is now going viral online. The mob spotted Christian Giovanni Inga Landi, who's 25 years old.
Hold up. The mob spotted this dude? So not just like random people. The mob?
Yeah, not like La Familia, the mob, but like the mob of people. There was like a whole group of people coming for this guy. Yeah.
Well, I thought you were talking about like the mafia. I'm just like, hey, no.
I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and tried to do something like this. I mean, a lot of people can pretty much get on board with, not being okay with somebody doing this. So early on Tuesday, after police released surveillance images and asked for the public's help to identify him, Inga Landi was tied up and beaten with a belt as they waited for police to arrive and arrest him. But where are you going? Where are you going? A woman holding his hair screams in Spanish in the video. He's a artist.
¿Dónde está?
He don't care. As police arrive, the woman yells, "He's under the car. He's hiding under the car because we beat the S out of him." Yeah. So basically, they beat him to a pulp. The New York Post reports one of the civilian heroes said he waited for Inga Landi to come out of a deli on 108th Street, a few blocks from the park, after recognizing him from police wanted posters and a surveillance video released by the NYPD. One of them said, "I seen him a few times. He comes to the store to buy stuff," Jeffrey Flores told the Post. Flores said he waited all day for the suspect to come to the deli. "A couple people helped me," Flores continued. "He tried to fight back. He tried to run for his life, but he couldn't. Yeah, he admitted to do it. He was saying, all right, don't hit me, don't hit me." The victim was with a 13-year-old male friend when they were reportedly approached with a machete-style knife and forced into a wooded area by the perpetrator. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney said the perpetrator tied both of the victims' hands with shoelaces before attacking the young girl. When he was finished, the man stole the kids' phones and told them to wait 20 minutes before leaving the area. The kids waited and ran to their school to report the incident. I'm just wondering if, because this all happened because of the release of footage and, at them asking the public to help out, if they're going to stop doing that because this is what transpired after it. Saying he, I'm not advocating for violence, but not saying he didn't have it coming, but that's might be what they're going to do going forward.
We all have to look out for each other, right? I mean, when you need help right now, police are only minutes away. Uh, that's where being prepared ourselves and looking out for each other and being our neighbor's keeper and that sort of thing kind of comes in. And here we have this neighborhood that, yeah, while I don't necessarily approve of the mob justice, at least the good news is the silver lining of this cloud is the guy's in jail and he's being
Mhm.
prosecuted for his crime under,
They held on to him. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
I would like to just give respect and props to all of the people that were there, um, due to the fact that they saw this man, they saw this man's maybe did something to a young child, and I guess they ask him about it, and he admits to doing a bad thing to a young child, and um they restrain him enough to, I guess, wait for the cops to, I guess, handle it. And that is actually what we should have more of, allowing, I don't want to say getting people, but waiting for the cops to take care of an issue such as that, because um it could get a lot worse. So definitely let it go through the court systems, and that's all I have to say on that particular topic. Brian, any words on that one?
no, I've pretty much said that piece. Like I said, we got to look out for each other. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about we move on to the last story before I hear a buzzing bee sound in my ear? So, who is going to be taking this final story?
That would be the
Biddy, is that
lovely and
you?
gracious Miss Elizabeth. Yes.
All right, now get this Bert story going.
I got it. All right. So coming to you from Scanner News once again, because they cover all the great news. New York mag cover story panned for mocking Republican women. So Monday's story, written by Rebecca Traister, entitled "How Did Republican Women End Up Like This?" questions the evolution of Republican women in recent years. The story highlighted several prominent female figures and politicians, including Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn, Missouri Secretary of State hopeful Valentina Gomez, Georgia Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, and South Carolina Rep. Nancy Mace, among others, in their take on the nation's culture war and sex, gender, and feminism. Traister decried the featured Republican women as transphobic, homophobic, and decried their embrace of compliant, cheerful femininity. Compliant, cheerful femininity. Okay. In response to
What?
the
What?
like
What
that's
are
a bad
those
thing.
words together, Biddy?
Yeah, it's like if you're a cheerful at being feminine, and you'd have to be complying with something. You couldn't have just done that organically because you want to be a feminine woman and be happy about it. Yeah. In response to the article, a series of Republicans and other conservatives panned the story's mockery of Republican women. Christina Pershaw, former Rapid Response Director to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' 2024 presidential campaign, panned the article as lazy and narrow-minded. Quote, "Do you know any Republican women, I mean, in your family or circle of friends?" Pershaw asked in an X post. "Because it seems like you are lazy and narrow-minded enough to form strong opinions about all of us based on a few politicians and media personalities." Kudos to that guy, to that
Mm-hmm.
person. "Congrats on your Chicks Without D issue," wrote singer and songwriter Brad Skidmore, who performs at 5 Times August. Meghan McCain, the daughter of late Arizona Senator John McCain, said the article's depiction of Republican women helped former President Donald Trump in his re-election efforts. "But I can't express enough how BS stereotyping, generalizing Republican women helps Trump, because we are all just bad, so what does it matter?" she wrote. "This is just gross and reductive. Also, are Democrat women okay? Because I could teach a seminar on that if we're all going to do this." Yeah, so basically, imagine if a Republican, like imagine if Scanner News wrote something like this and posted all of this kind of, pushing against the left and the leftist woman, and saying like what is wrong with you and all this other kind of stuff. Like they report on the news, but like what they're saying here is basically, if you are an advocate for being a feminine woman, if you're an advocate for being a mother and a wife and supporting 2A rights and all of that kind of stuff, and if you happen to be a Trump enthusiast and a MAGA voter, something must be wrong with you. We have to look into it. We have to find out what's wrong with this kind of a person. It's a little nuts, because when you think about what goes on the other side, like they're actually harming, youngins and things like that with their policies. But they want to look at this and pick it apart and make it sound bad. It's a little crazy.
Right.
Guys,
Hey,
I hear some buzzing in my ear. Guys, I think it's time to move on to our first game, the Be or Not. Brian, please take us away.
Before we start that, you want to make the announcement for the Discord folks.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. I would love to make.
I'd be more than happy to do it myself, but I know how much you love doing
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Especially this one. Guys, tonight on Timcast IRL at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the YouTubes, it is none other than the man who I kind of really wanted to vote for. I'm not gonna lie. This man was running for the Libertarian Party, kind of had to drop out. But guys, it is none other than the man, Dave Smith.
Yeah.
Gonna be co-hosted, I guess, accompanied by Angela McCardle. I don't really know a lot too much about.
She's the chairperson of the Libertarian National Committee.
Oh.
This is why you were smart not to let me make that announcement, because I just can't hide my excitement about how happy I am, how excited I am to hear that dingbat talk again tonight on Timcast.
Guys, I am so excited. You know what? It has been 2 weeks since I last called in. You know what? I'm thinking about, calling in and talking into this wonderful man by the name of Dave Smith. Guys, if you'd like to call in like me, join the
T-Bone, let's workshop a question. Let's workshop a question before the show.
I'd love to do that. Yes, please. Guys, if you'd love to talk to this man, this lovely man, join the Discord. $10 a month or $25 a month. I don't know. Timcast.com though. Guys, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Guys, it is time to move on to the Be or Not. Brian, please take us away with these lovely articles or stories. I don't know how this game works, Brian.
Okay, so for anyone who is new to our little endeavor here, we play a game called Be or Not, where I'm going to present 3 headlines. One comes from everyone's favorite Christian conservative news satire site, Babylon Bee. The other 2 today will come from quote-unquote legitimate news source. Your job, T-Bone, and audience, we invite you to play along. Miss Elizabeth, if you're prepared to release a survey after I reveal the headlines. Headline number 1: this TikTok lesbian doesn't think she looks like Tucker Carlson.
I'll bet you $20 she does, bro. I'll bet you $20 this person looks like Tucker, bro. 100%.
Headline number 2: KGP claims video where she said Biden was video deepfake was also deepfake.
KGP.
Headline number 3.
Got it.
The View's Republican strategist says Biden is the most religious president I can recall, and she might just be right.
What? Bro, there was a story that a priest did not give the communion to Joe Biden. Do you know how bad you have to be with the church for a priest to be like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna give you Jesus Christ because I don't think you're serving God and Jesus. Like, do you understand? Like, I actually asked a priest this, and he's like, yeah, you really gotta do some bad for a priest to not give you communion. Oh, Great. Wonderful. Lovely. This man is running our country.
Come on, Discord. You don't want to give headline one A1 headline steak sauce. You don't want to give that one any love.
T-bone and A1 steak sauce. Yes, please. Thank you very much. What was that? Huh?
I'm trying to influence the poll, T-bone.
I was not paying attention.
Okay, finally some love for A1. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, we've split the audience. We've split the audience.
Yeah, you split the audience. I am thinking about letter 3, number C. How about it, Brian?
Okay, let's see what's behind door C3PO.
Huh? C3PO, dog. This isn't Star Wars.
So this comes from Not the Bee.
Brian, I'm supposed to win. Brian,
I'm sorry, you lost.
Whatever. What's the answer? What's the answer?
The other audience favorite.
Oh, it was B.
Listen, what the hell? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
B. Letter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awful. Completely. Corinne Jean-Pierre claims a video where she said Biden video was a deep fake. Was also a deep fake.
I have this theory that they put that like golden color on her eyes to make it look like she's looking forward because she's always looking down at her papers.
Right.
To make it look like her eyes are open.
I'm sorry I'm about to say this. Can we please bring back the redheaded chick, bro? Like, much as I didn't like the redhead.
Miss Circleback.
Circleback Saki?
Yeah, yeah. At least this chick was like, yeah, I'll suck her back with you. And you know what? I'll never talk to you ever again. And then this chick is just like, oh yeah, it was a deep fake of a deep fake of a deep fake because I'm stupid. Bro, like, get it together, Corinne Jean-Pierre. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm about to say this. I really am sorry I'm about to say this. I don't think she got that job solely based on her merit and how good of a worker she is and how good of a BSer.
Sir,
identity politics.
This is a news oriented. We try to stay away as much as we can from speculation. Opinionation is fine, but speculation, that's for the tinfoil cast.
I'm sorry. I'm not a part of the tinfoil cast. I'm sorry. I need to go buy a tinfoil hat and then get it on. And then when I'm talking about these things, I'll put it on. But you know what? That is all we got for this great story. Brian has beaten T-Bone. Brian, take your victory lap, good sir.
I was happy when the audience split, but beating T-Bone, cherry on top.
Shame on you, good sir. You know what it's time for now, good sir? It is time to move on to our very next game, where it is time. It's called Caption This, where T-Bone gives you the picture, you give T-Bone the caption, guys. This wonderful photo is of our great and smartest and just greatest president of all time, Joseph Robinette Biden. He's cleaning the White House, and he's blind, and he's wearing a mask because COVID. I don't know. He's cleaning COVID away. Dog, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm not even going to lie to you. Joe is just doing Joe. Joe's doing a Joe thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be the White House. I thought it was a rug in the White House. Like the Oval Office type thing. But I could be wrong because I could just be watching too many movies. That is a possibility. That is 100% a possibility. Joe has the cleaning capacity or the capability of how much he can walk upstairs. which is 0. He falls, even walking upstairs, defies the laws of gravity. I don't know how this man does it, but you know what it is time for, guys? Biddy, please take us away with the 100-meter dash.
All right. Coming to you from my favorite Good News Network. Some more good news for you. Strangers crowdfund $54,000 for 22-year-old mom with terminal cancer who needs more time with her baby. A Northern Irish woman was able to watch her beautiful, healthy girl celebrate her first birthday just before receiving expected news. She had just 4 months, give or take, left on this earth. After experiencing persistent dizziness and eye irritation, Rachel Burns was told she had an advanced stage brain tumor with a rare and aggressive mutation, probably not more than 4 months to live. Just 22 years old, one can scarcely imagine what the young mother must have been feeling, being that her daughter Rhea had just turned 1. She busied herself writing birthday cards for all the birthdays she presumed she'd be missing. Quote, I left that appointment with no real hope, and I didn't know how to tell my mom and the rest of the family. I didn't want to get them upset. It felt like everything had just been taken away from me at that point. But if a slim hope of dodging death remains, it's because Burns and her partner acted fast, setting up a GoFundMe to pay for a trip to Germany for an experimental treatment called ONC201, discovered in the last decade when scientists screened for compounds that would induce expression of the gene encoding tumor necrosis factor related apoptosis, inducing ligand trail in tumors and thus cause an autocrine or paracrine induced death in tumor cells. ONC201 may give Burns years more to live. The results were immediate and dramatic. In just 24 hours, the fundraiser had accumulated £30,000, and 6 days on donations have continued to arrive. As it stands, the couple have raised $48,000 of their $60,000 goal. But I spoke with the doctor yesterday, and now we were able to start making plans to go over, said Burns. Belfast is such a small place, but you never think that people from all over the world would show as much kindness as they have done for me and my family. It is a scary time to be going through all of this, but this has given me more hope that I can spend some more time with my family. I just want to say thank you to every single person who has donated so far. You don't know the difference it has made for me and my family. And of course, readers can donate to the family in this desperate hour on their GoFundMe page. So, hopefully more good news to come for her. I mean, she's already extended her life because of the treatment she's going through. And I can imagine that the science will continue to, go further and further, trying to figure out more ways to treat this condition. At least I hope so. So she wouldn't have had this chance if it wasn't for the outpouring of support. So that's really amazing.
Thank you to all of the people who donated, and honestly, just if you ever have any money to be able to donate to a cause like this, please do it. I mean, I know I do it all the time, but just do it, especially if someone has like a very late stage cancer like this. It's rough, not only on the person dealing with it, but the person's family, and their friends. Like it's a rough time to go through. So just try and do everything you can to help out people like that.
Yeah.
But guys, I do believe it is time to get back to our regularly scheduled Effed Up program. Guys, it is time to start reading these lovely captions that you have given to TV. Honestly, I just want to be able to read the captions. Other than that, that's all I have to say. I saw Sanoski gave me something real good, but honestly, I'm ready. Brian, are you ready? Are you ready to read to get these going?
Yeah. So you want me to read them?
No. I will read them. I just wanted to see if you are ready, good sir. Starting off with Master Blaster saying Biden handlers to be replaced by robot vacuum cleaners. No. It's supposed to be Joe is cleaning or doing the Roomba because he apparently that's his new dance or something. I don't know exactly. Coming up next with Rick saying Biden's looking for kids to sniff again. I mean, I guess. Chris coming in saying time for the Roomba to take Joe for his afternoon walk. Guys, Joe probably doesn't even take an afternoon walk. He takes an afternoon nap. And then after his afternoon nap, he takes a another nap. And then after that nap, he goes to the bathroom and then takes another nap. Most likely. Coming up next, I guess, is saying the 3 progressions of the Roomba development. Is it 3 or 4? I'm not really too sure, guy. I don't know how to count. It's 1, 2, 5, 10, 11, 3. Right?
I have no idea. I've never used one.
I don't know how to count. I failed math. Dude, I got 12 tabs, 3 windows. Oh. That's not one of them. That is not one of them. Biden chat on the floor in the White House again. What? Again? Question mark. Stiffy. He's crapping his pants. He's not crapping on the floor. Come on now. He'll crap on his pants and then he'll let all the. You know what? I think he actually wears the pens. I don't know. I don't know what the president does. I couldn't tell you. The lovely Elizabeth coming in saying Biden heard that Trump boasts if elected he would be cleaning up Congress. So Biden whipped out the buffer. Wax on, wax off. Roomba curling? Joe thinks he's curling. No, Joe, you're just walking because you need someone to help you walk. You are such a strong and great president, Robinette. That's all I have to say, sir. Chris coming in saying again, White House staffers has had enough. Purchased a Roomba to show Joe where to go. Why would they purchase a Roomba? Why aren't there just Roombas there, bro? Come on now. This is the White House we're talking about. Okay, whatever. One of the Roombas around the one of these roams around the room, bumping into things. The other is a Roomba. Lee, that was a good one, buddy.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Biden shows his support for cleaning up the voter rolls. No, he's supposed to be, making sure it's the freest and fairest election ever. Right, Brian?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's the most securest voter situation that we've ever had. I forgot what the quote was, but yeah, it was something very profound. Yeah.
When these cleaning staff has gotten tired of the job, who do they call? Ghostbusters! No, they call Roomba. Come on now. If we could prevent Joe's accidents, the cleanup would be much quicker. His accidents, his pooping accidents. I mean, isn't back in the day, Brian? Is it back in the day when they still had a horse and buggy? A person's job was actually to scoop up the poop, right? Something like that.
I don't be a double entendre too, because he does a lot of accidents.
Yeah. But falling over Major Biden, the dog. I don't know. Commander. I don't know.
Too many things.
Another caption coming in saying, in a rare moment of clarity, Biden pauses for a moment to listen to the most efficient government employees. Biden rehearsing for the next diplomatic meeting. No, he needs just a Roomba. Come on now, guy. It's hard. What? No, it's hard to work with all the BS going on in DC to completely clean it up. Come on now. Biden focuses on cleaning up the border between rooms. Come on now, Stiffy. That's a good one. It's obvious at this point that Biden will not be making it to the finish line. No, he's just supposed to be cleaning, like wax on, wax off. Come on now, guy. When did they start a senior curling team at the White House? They didn't. Joe Biden is the founder, and he's the best at it. So I've been told. Biden's looking for kids to. Again, I don't know. Biden is good to go walking in an empty room. Put him on a stage with the lights, loud noise, and a crowd. And he short circuits. All we need is a strobe light at the CNN debate. Now, guys, this CNN debate is supposed to be the best ever. So I've been told. Got a past T-Bone filter? Is that what it is? No, it's not. T-Bone does not have a filter. What happened?
No, I was just reading Vash.
Oh, okay. Well, when he dismisses, okay. Huh? Okay. Biden's new training regiment. He's determined not to trip over nothing ever again. I mean, come on now, guy. The T-1000 are next. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can we make a poll? It's about that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about that time. I don't even think we need a poll. I'm not gonna lie, because I think there is a clear winner. Stiffy coming in with 3. I think Biden focuses on cleaning up the border between rooms. Stiffy, congratulations on winning today's caption. That's all I have to say.
Great job, Stiffy.
Congratulations, Stiffy. Chris, I'm not overlooking your four 20s. I understand you have 4 20s on White House staffers has had enough. Purchase a Roomba to show Joe where to go. Yet you have 4 on that one. But you won yesterday, buddy. I'm sorry. That's just how the rules work.
Actually, no.
T-Bone's being a dictator. All right, so wait. So we got 4. We got a few 3s. You want to do a quick poll? We'll do.
Let us do a poll.
Okay.
In the name of saving our democracy.
Whatever. I'm supposed to be a dictator, but you know what? You never let me put on the dictator pants. Whatever.
2 weeks ago, I needed you to put on the dictator pants because we had a straight up lockup for a weekly winner. We needed a tiebreaker. Where's T-Bone? Where's T-Bone to break the tie? Here's T-Bone's chance to be a dictator. We found another way. We ended up finding another way to break the tie, but anyway.
I am a dictator. Trust me. I don't know how to dictate. Never give me any power.
All right, almost done. I'm getting them here. Hold on. We got any more?
I'm ready. I'm ready to vote. Biddy.
All right, here you go. There you go.
I see what you did there. No, Eve, I didn't see what you did there because I have ears and not eyes. Sorry. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Guys, well, someone other than me won. No, Chris, you won yesterday or the day before. Or the day before that. You won this day. I know it. I know you have won. I don't remember what day. I have a lot of concussions, sir. I think I'm gonna go with letter 3, number C as what I'm going with. One of these roams around the room, bumping into things. The other is a Roomba, and I know the man, the myth, the legend, Lee has done that, sir. Thank you very much. You have won, Stiffy. I'm sorry you've been outvoted. I don't understand why I can't be a dictator anymore. I don't make the rules. I just play by them. or I just break them sometimes. But guys, thank you very much for listening in. Brian Biddy, I know you have some last words. Please say some of your last words.
Yes, I just want to thank YouTube and Twitter for joining us. And please, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're always alerted to any new videos we drop on this channel. Always will be Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If you'd like to catch more of Biddy and Brian, guys, they have a wonderful show called The
Weekend Leftovers.
All the Weekend Leftovers. Yeah, sorry, my brain was just blanking for a second. It's at 2 p.m. on a Saturday, guys. If you'd like to catch more of them, it is a great show. Roma has a great show this weekend at 10 p.m. this Saturday on Rumble, 10 p.m. Roma Nation. Guys, do not miss it. Guys, like I said earlier, the man, the myth, the legend, Dave Smith is going to be on the show tonight, along with Angela McCardle. Guys, if you'd like to get your questions in, don't forget to get your questions in, because I sure would love to be able to talk to at least Dave tonight. So, Brian, we're going to work on a question. But, guys, thank you so much for listening in to our very own Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone. That is the lovely Elizabeth, and that is the old man Brian. Please end us out, good sir.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming by and spending some time with us. But it's time to turn over the stage. So, would you kindly please exit my lawn? Let's down the sidewalk. Stick around for the pre-talk cast coming up right now.
Bye, guys. Yo, I cannot wait for Roma to get back tomorrow. It's going to be such a great show tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Biddy. Okay, so I had this is the Ian's dream. It's pretty good. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's good.
Yeah.
I still have to buy some. I haven't bought any.
I personally